Hari Om and Namaste. Welcome back to Standard 7th, chapter number 5, The Foundation of the Swaraj. Aim: analyze the situation that led to the foundation of the Swaraj. Recognize the importance of the historical win at Javli. Become aware that the associates of Shivaji Maharaj were ready to offer their lives for him. Introduction. In the first half of the 17th century, an epoch making personality emerged in Maharashtra, that is, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He established Swaraj by challenging the unjust ruling powers here. Shivaji Maharaj was born at the Shivneri fort near Junnar in Pune district on the day of Falgun Tritiya in the Shaka year 1551, that is, on 19 February 1630. In this chapter, we will study how he founded Swaraj. Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje, the father of Shivaji Maharaj, was a preeminent Sardar in the Deccan. The Mughals had launched a campaign to conquer the Nizam Shahi kingdom. The Adil Shah of Bijapur allied with the Mughals in this campaign. Shahaji Maharaj did not wish the Mughals to get an entry into the south, so he tried to save Nizam Shahi by offering stiff resistance to the Mughals. But he could not withstand the combined might of the Mughals and the Adil Shah. The Nizam Shahi was defeated and came to an end in 1636 CE. After the Nizam Shahi was wiped out, Shahaji Raje became a Sardar of the Adil Shah of Bijapur. The region comprising Pune, Supe, Indapur and Chakan Parganas located between the Bhima and Neera rivers was vested in Shahaji Rajes as a Jagir. This was continued by the Adil Shah, and he also granted the Jagir of Bangalore and the neighbouring areas in Karnataka to Shahaji Raje. After the Nizam Shahi was wiped out, Shahaji Raje became a Sardar of the Adil Shah of Bijapur. The region comprising Pune, Supe, Indapur and Chakan Parganas located between the Bhima and Neera rivers was vested in Shahaji Raje as a Jagir. This was continued by the Adil Shah, and he also granted the Jagir of Bengaluru and the neighbouring areas in Karnataka to Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje was valiant, courageous, intelligent, and a great political expert. He was an excellent archer. He was also an expert in using the sword, patta, and spear. He loved his subjects. He had won many regions in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. South India was in awe of him. While Shivaji and Jijabai were at Bengaluru, he had arranged for providing excellent education to Shivaji so as to enable him to become a king. He himself aspired to establish Swaraj by ousting the powers of foreign people. That is why he is known as Swaraj Visionary. He sent Shivaji and Jijabai from Bengaluru to Pune with loyal and competent associates. Veer Mata Jijabai. Jijabai was the daughter of the great Sardar Lakhoji Raje Jadhav of Sindhkhed Raja in Buldhana district. At a young age, she had received military training as well as education in various subjects. She helped and encouraged Shahaji Maharaj to realize his dream of establishing Swaraj. She was a competent and visionary political expert. She constantly guided Shivaji in the mission of establishing Swaraj. At times, she undertook the task of giving verdicts for resolving the problems of people. She was very particular about giving excellent education to Shivaji. She instilled in him values like modesty, truthfulness, oratory, vigilance, courage, and fearlessness. She saw that he was trained in the usage of weapons and inspired in him the will to win and the dream of Swaraj. Shivaji's companions and associates. Shivaji Maharaj started the work of founding the Swaraj in the Mawal region. The Mawal terrain is full of hills and valleys and is not easily accessible. Shivaji Raje made use of these geographical features of Mawal very skillfully for the purpose of the foundation of the Swaraj. He created a feeling of trust and affection in the minds of the people. Many companions and associates joined him in his work of founding the Swaraj. On the strength of these associates, Shivaji Maharaj undertook the cause of the Swaraj. Royal Seal. Royal Seal, which is also called as Raj Mudra. The objective of Shivaji Maharaj of establishing Swaraj is clearly expressed in his royal seal. The following Sanskrit lines are inscribed on this royal seal. This seal will grow in splendor like the new moon. This seal of Shivaji, the son of Shahaji, receiving homage from the whole world denotes the welfare of the people. The meaning of this inscription on the seal is important from many angles. Through this inscription, Maharaj has expressed his gratitude towards his father, his confidence that Swaraj would expand continuously, his own experience of the respect that the seal, that is, Swaraj commanded from all, his commitment to the welfare of his subjects, and the certainty of ruling over his land independently. This short inscription covers the entire concept of Swaraj towards the establishment of Swaraj. The forts situated within the Jagir of Shivaji Maharaj were not under his control, but were under the control of Adil Shah. In those days, forts were of special significance. With a firm hold over a fort, it was possible to control the surrounding area. If one had forts, one ruled the land. Therefore, Shivaji Maharaj decided to acquire the forts that were within his own Jagir. Such an attempt to capture the forts amounted to challenging the Adil Shahi power. He captured the forts of Torna, Murumdev, Kondana, and Purandar and laid the foundation of Swaraj. He repaired the fort Murumdev and renamed it Rajgarh. Rajgarh was the first capital of the Swaraj. The capture of Javli. Chandra Rao More of Javli in Satara district was a powerful Sardar in the Adil Shahi. He opposed the founding of the Swaraj. Shivaji Maharaj attacked Javli and captured that region in 1656 CE. He established his post there. Then he also captured Raigad. He attained a huge amount of wealth from Javli. After this victory, his activities in Konkan increased. He built the Pratapgarh fort in the Javli valley. In this way, the conquest of Javli increased his strength in all respects. After this, Shivaji Maharaj captured Kalyan and Bhiwandi on the Konkan coast. There, he came into contact with the Sindhi, Portuguese, and British powers on the western coast. Shivaji Maharaj realized that in order to fight these powers, it was necessary to have a strong naval force. Therefore, he concentrated on building a navy. Defeat of Afzal Khan. Shivaji Maharaj had started capturing the forts in his Jagir and the surrounding area in the Adil Shahi territory. He had crushed the opposition of the Moors of Javli. The work of founding the Swaraj had gathered momentum on the Konkan coast. All these matters were a challenge to the Adil Shahi. At that time, the Badi Sahiba was looking after the administration of the Adil Shahi. She sent Afzal Khan, a powerful and experienced Adil Shahi general, to curb Shivaji Maharaj. Afzal Khan came from Bijapur to Vai. He knew the Vai region well. A meeting of Shivaji Maharaj and Afzal Khan took place on 10th November 1659 at the foot of Pratapgarh near Vai. At the meeting, Afzal Khan attempted treachery. In retaliation, Shivaji Maharaj killed Afzal Khan. He routed the Adil Shahi army. Shivaji Maharaj paid compensation to the soldiers who were wounded in the battle. He rewarded those who had fought well. Those soldiers and officers of Afzal Khan's army who fell into the hands of Shivaji Maharaj's army were given a good treatment. The expedition of Siddhi Johar. After the annihilation of Afzal Khan, Shivaji Maharaj captured the Adil Shahi forts of Panhala, Vasantgarh, and Kelna. He renamed Kelna as Vishalgarh. Shivaji Maharaj had posed a big challenge before the Adil Shahi. Therefore, the Adil Shah sent Siddhi Johar, the Sardar of the Kurnool region, against Shivaji Maharaj in 1660 CE. The Adil Shah gave Siddhi the title Salabat Khan. Rustam-e-Jaman, Baji Ghorpade, and Afzal Khan's son Fazl Khan were also there to help Siddhi Johar. In these circumstances, Shivaji Maharaj took shelter in the Panhala fort. Shivaji Maharaj had posed a big challenge before the Adil Shahi. Therefore, the Adil Shah sent Siddhi Johar, the Sardar of the Kurnool region, against Shivaji Maharaj in 1660 CE. The Adil Shah gave Siddhi the title Salabat Khan. Rustam-e-Jaman, Baji Ghorpade, and Afzal Khan's son Fazl Khan were also there to help Siddhi Johar. In these circumstances, Shivaji Maharaj took shelter in the Panhala fort. Siddhi soldiers laid siege to the Panhala fort for about 5 months. Shivaji Maharaj found himself trapped inside the fort. Netaji Palkar tried to raise the siege by attacking Siddhi's army from outside, but he couldn't succeed in it as his force was mature, that is, inadequate. Siddhi showed no signs of relenting. So, Shivaji Maharaj opened talks with him. This led to slackness in the siege round Panhalgarh. Shivaji Maharaj took advantage of this situation. Shivaji Maharaj took advantage of this situation, and on this occasion, Shiv Kashid, a brave youth, came forward. He resembled Shivaji Maharaj in looks. He dressed up like Shivaji Maharaj and sat in a palanquin. The palanquin left by the Raj Dindi gate. It was captured by the Siddhi's army. It was a difficult situation. Shiva Kashid sacrificed himself on this occasion for Swaraj. In the meanwhile, Shivaji Maharaj left the fort using another difficult route. He was accompanied by Baji Prabhu Deshpande, Mandal Deshmukh, and some chosen soldiers. The Siddhi came to know that Shivaji Maharaj has escaped the siege round Panhalgarh and proceeded to Vishalgarh. His army pursued Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj entrusted the responsibility of stopping Siddhi's army at the foot of Vishalgarh to Baji Prabhu Deshpande. Baji Prabhu Deshpande checked Siddhi's army at the Ghod Pass near Gajapur. He fought with the greatest valor. Baji Prabhu died a hero's death in this battle because Baji Prabhu's armies held Siddhi's army at bay. Shivaji Maharaj could proceed to Vishalgarh. While going to Vishalgarh, Maharaj also crushed the opposition of the Adil Shahi Sardars Dalvi of Palwan and Survey of Shringarpur. Maharaj reached Vishalgarh safely. While Shivaji Maharaj was trapped at Panhala, Aurangzeb, who had ascended the throne of Delhi, had sent Shaista Khan, a Mughal Sardar, to the Deccan. He had invaded the Pune province. The conflict with Adil Shahi continued even as the Mughal army invaded the Swaraj. Maharaj realized that it would not be prudent to fight two enemies at the same time. Therefore, after reaching Vishalgarh safely, he entered into a treaty with the Adil Shah. As per the treaty, he returned the fort of Panhala to the Adil Shah. Recap: Shivaji Maharaj was born at the Shivneri fort near Junar in Pune district on the day of Palgun Vedya Tritiya in the Shaka year 1551, that is on 19 February 1630. After the Nizam Shahi was wiped out, Shahaji Raje became a Sardar of the Adil Shah of Bijapur. Jijabai was the daughter of the great Sardar Lakhowji Raje Jadhav of Sindhkhed Raja in Buldhana district. Badi Sahiba sent Afzal Khan, a powerful and experienced Adil Shah general, to curb Shivaji Maharaj. After the annihilation of Afzal Khan, Shivaji Maharaj captured the Adil Shahi forts of Panhala, Vasantgarh and Khelna. He renamed Khelna as Vishalgarh. While going to Vishalgarh, Maharaj crushed the opposition of the Adil Shahi Sardars Dalvi of Palwan and Surve of Shringarpur. Shaista Khan, a Mughal Sardar, had invaded the Pune province. After reaching Vishalgarh safely, he entered into a treaty with the Adil Shah. As per the treaty, he returned the fort of Panhala to the Adil Shah. Thank you.